state of Georgia, they don't like losing, and they're taking Young Thug, giving him a spanking, a little personal, and they're still trying to keep the shit that they seized, which looks like he had won the first order, but now it's going to be going to appellate court. Let's see. Who's that? I'm wondering who's the journalist?
Ghana, man, y'all still got a business relationship.
Are you with us?
Yeah, business. Yes, sir. Relationship.
Okay, it looks like might be the only video. I can't see any other video. Thugger Daily would have had it.
You here to support Metro today? Go ahead on, brother. I met you before. I met you in Atlanta. You got some support case. I see you again, man. Yeah. When the album drop? Give us a hint, man. Tomorrow, man. Oh, tomorrow? Come on, brother.
Hey, I'm not sure who the cameraman is, but shout out to him. He was trying to get like an exclusive. Shit, he's trying, right? Motherfucker's trying, bro. He is trying. Wow. By the way, how do you say his album title? You like what the fuck? I don't know what that is. Somebody said that's like a plan or something. Doug looked like he is putting some stock into this comeback. By the way, you just seen that manager? That was his manager right there, the guy with the ball head. That's the guy who was yapping to on the phone a lot.
Brussels sprouts, Buckley's, macaroni and cheese.
Young Thug is doing something that big artists don't do anymore. He showed up to the Apple Music headquarters and played their music. People like Drake, Kendrick, they don't do that. They don't, they know their music's gonna slap. They're being an artist. They just drop their shit. They don't play it for the curators and tastemakers of Apple Music. I'm pretty sure Ebro is probably somewhere around here. Is that nigga sleeping? Yeah, so who's that? Might be a Thug's team because he got a headband. That's the manager, white dude. Is that Ebro back there? I can't tell. Ebro's the global head of hip hop. That's why I bring him up. Apple Music basically gave him carte blanche over doing whatever with hip hop. So that's why I tell rappers, don't be for that nigga. Okay. Thug went on Instagram went live on Instagram on the way to letting Spotify and Apple hear the album. So again, this is the old school way. Like these platforms want to hear the album before, and Thug, not only Thug apologized and saying he missed his dogs, Thug looked like he's down to put the groundwork in. By the way, we'll talk about Cardi B in a little bit. Cardi B did a tremendous job of doing all the things that big artists don't do anymore because they feel entitled. Thug seems to be doing some of that because he showed up to Apple and Spotify let them hear his album. He said he was playing a 2017 unreleased song called G Love and jokes around still potentially releasing High Tunes. Okay, I'm not going to play the song just because it's probably going to be copyrighted. There is Billboard spotted. Look like this is New York. Okay. State of Georgia. Okay. All right. Okay, and this is the Lucian Thug song. We'll play a little bit of that. Can't really tell much from that, but Thug and Lucha on the way. All right.
So today we're going to see how many cards we can buy on the Whatnot app for $100. Just joined a single stream here. Going to see. Okay, we're at $11. 15. Could I hold it down for $21? Boom. Try to join this break. Let's go. Just caught a W. Let's see what we get here. We'll take the Texans. All right, we're going to do something here. We're going to win this one. Boom, the Bengals. There's also a buy now section. We're going to buy 2020 Prism Pack. Boom, a little Rui action. We'll take it. $10 budget. All right, we're hoping right now that we don't get bid up. Boom, $100 challenge complete only on the Whatnot app.
In partnership with Shared Sweeps, Built is offering 1 lucky winner, 2 VIP tickets, including flights and hotel stays, to 4 of the biggest moments of the morning. Every dollar you spend equals 1 entry, and it all starts with Built. So shop.
Chat, the rap game was completely cooked. Rap game was completely cooked. There's a new podcast that got announced. It's called Let's Rap About It by Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East. They're dropping a podcast. I think this is going to be a weekly podcast, and you see it here. Mano, Fabulous, Jim Jones, and Dave East. Chat, I got to keep it a being with y'all. There ain't no money music left. These rappers, the only thing as musicians they get from it is the cool factor. I remember when, and I know this is my first Drake reference to the stream, so forgive me. You know when Drake says, it's really 1% of us getting the money. The rest of these niggas is broke. Maybe Jay said that, but I think Drake money. It's 0.1% getting the money. There is no more money in rap for the casual rapper. And I'm not disrespecting these guys. Making music, and it's starting to become, if a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? Cam still raps, but Cam doesn't know now. He can drop the freestyle while he's potting. You know why? You think you want to go really get in the studio, put 6 months into making a project, and go promote it for 3 months, for that shit to sell 11,000 copies? Stream a bunch of nothing, have to convince some label heads to block this shit because it's not selling. Rap is done. And when I mean rap is done because I need to explain it before people clip me and take this out of. Rap is done because there's no more parody. It used to be 10% of rappers that really get it. Then it went down to 5. Then it went down to 1%. Now I could confidently tell y'all it's 0.1%. The rest of these guys, they have some fame, they have maybe a catalog, but the rap industry right now is gonna take either labels reinvented it invested more into the brand of some of these artists. By the way, TikTok's done a number on it too. TikTok has convinced labels why invest in artists when an algorithm could just do all the work that you would normally pay millions for. So they stopped investing. Like, why the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, hey, let me tell you this. An artist like Cardi B probably would be, well, you gotta beat Cardi B to get the label to match your energy with an investment. The label is heavily invested in Cardi B, but it's been invested for the last 7 years because that's the last time she dropped an album. The regular artist, a label ain't trying to put nothing in there. They're looking at them like, they're looking at the artist like, so you ain't popping? So let's do this match. If this is the match, these labels will go. So we gotta spend $1 million to get you to even sell some shit. Then we gotta wait 2 years. Because all the investment we done gave you in advance, on your production budget, marketing budget, we did all of this shit. We don't break even for like 5 years, and even then that shit doesn't do anything.